Now I'd like to talk about the use of frieze boards and carved moldings. What I'd like to show you here is the use of this frieze molding. A lot of people look at it and wonder, how can I use this in the kitchen? How can I make this a special element? And what I like to do with this, create a fascia of anywhere between 7 to 8 inches and put this in between the fascia and the crown molding on top. So the door is here on the bottom, then we have this frieze board going across, and then the crown. What that does is it gives you a solution for kitchens that have 9, 10-foot ceilings or more. This application makes the crown look like it's an entire fascia of 12 to 14 inches. So therefore what you're doing is, instead of layering 3, 4, 5 moldings, you're adding this to the face of the cabinet and then going 1.5 to 2 inches and doing a beautiful big projected crown molding. From a distance, it's going to look like the entire fascia is 12 to 14 inches. Very effective, more economical, and the end result is very, very dramatic. And again, you can see there's different applications of it, the palmette, the fruit and vegetable, and then here you have, again, the palmette in a smaller version. And this, again, if the cabinet is 96 inches high, this is a great application. If the cabinet is 84 inches high, then this is its alternative. Same application, just in a smaller form. Then when I go down to the bottom, the great thing about those elements is I like to use them on the bottom of wall cabinets, because now when you're doing a wall cabinet, you finish the bottom of it with something that's going to be hiding the under cabinet light. Well, instead of doing a simple molding, now you could add that detail and definition and also have the correlation between the frieze board and the bottom light valance. That light valance can be done anywhere between 1 inch to 1.75 inches thick. It won't be overpowering, and those elements can now coincide with the frieze board, with the crown molding, and with the light valance going all the way around. And then again, these two capitals here can be used in the same application, again, for something that is going to make a statement on either side of a tall cabinet. And you can see the definition and detailing. If you want a lot, you can use a full carved molding. If you want a little, you can use the egg and dart, just to make a statement but not overdo it. Again, different sizes of crown depending on the height of the cabinet. If the cabinet is 84 inches, this is perfect. If the cabinet is going to be 96 or more, then this works really well too. All right, now I'd like to talk about the use of corbels. What I really love about these corbels is they have multiple functions, especially this one here. This beautiful sweeping motion, and again, what I wanted to concentrate on here is the minimalistic design of this. People are now looking for things that are simpler, have lesser detail, but have definition, have style, have some type of detailing to them, but not overdone. And what I like about this Mission corbel is that it has beautiful lines to it, it has some definition, it's not overpowering, the proportion is right, multiple uses. You can use this on the end of an island supporting a countertop. You can use this as an overhang supporting a countertop on a smaller island. This could be used in conjunction with a pilaster, and this could be used to hold up a hood. So all of these have different applications. Some of them could be interchangeable. And again, look at the detailing. It's simple, and yet it has beautiful style and grace. And when we go to something like this, I really am excited about this because these are corbels that are made for hoods. And hoods are the biggest problem, because if you're doing something that's oversized, 4 feet, 5 feet, 6 feet, 7 feet, the corbel doesn't look in proportion. So what I like to do is, I like to have something like this supporting a beautiful hood, and this supports the entire height of it. So what happens here is the projection of the hood is going to be anywhere between 18 to 20 inches. And this is going to be supported by the entire corbel instead of just the latter back of it. The beauty of this, again, is its shape, because it's projecting, it's thick, and again, it has a beautiful sweeping motion to it, as you can see here. Now this one over here is concaved. This one over here has a little bit of a scroll effect, if you can see this, and how this comes down and waterfalls down. So now you have a beautiful scroll here. It comes down, OGs right into the bottom of the corbel. And again, a flat face on it, simple, but yet you have some detailing all the way around. The recessed definition here accentuates the shape of the corbel. And then you go here with the scroll. So you have the ram's head effect here, and you have that. A little bit different detail in this piece here. Again, it has beautiful grace, but a little bit simpler. It doesn't have a lot of sharp edges on it. So all this is about curvature and grace and form. And you can see the way this cascades down to the bottom of the corbel. And then on the bottom shows you a little bit of acanthus detail that if you are looking for the definition, you have that. So what I love about this is that you have the acanthus scrolling up and then scrolling back onto itself. And the beauty of this is that you have the detail on the face and also on the side. So if there's a profile of this, you're going to be seeing that profile continuing with the rest of the kitchen with acanthus moldings on the top and acanthus corbels underneath it, and now these brackets with acanthus detail. We're also showing the same definition. The theme is reoccurring throughout the entire unit. And what I like about some of these other elements, again, this beautiful frieze board that's used in conjunction with the large crown molding. And a lot of people don't know how to use these applications here. These are really exciting if you know how to use them. What I like to do is create a baluster. Baluster is anywhere between 6 to 8 inches in width. And with that, on the bottom of it, what I like to do is incorporate this detailing. So on the bottom of this baluster, you're going to have this, and then you're going to have a recessed area or fluted area, and on the top you're going to finish it off with a capital or with a crown molding that coincides with this shape. So you can see we have something made for 6 inches, something made for 8 inches, and something made for 3 inches. And then the last piece here is these corbels that are themed from a Sicilian style. Again, very typical of what that era is. Again, this was basically something very classical in detail. Has a shell on the bottom, has a scroll on top, has beading go through the middle of it. If you're looking for something that's very period-like, an old world, you're going to be using this type of corbel. Thank you for being today. Thank you for being with us today at this boot camp. I hope you got a lot of information you could apply to your everyday design.